Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. No, check his mic. Check back. Ready.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Marino will look to throw on first. And he finds Parker here, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Here's Marino. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Marino. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go. Good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike 51.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
12. Check 52 to Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Defense.
21.
Mike 52. Hey, defense, let's go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, exit. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Double dog. That's the way. Mike, 56.
Now Marino to throw it. And this is Parker, complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Miami.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on,
Marino sets up. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
To throw again on 2nd down. Marino. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now Marino operating with 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the twist. Hey, alert. 52, Mike, 52.
Tighten up.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Twenty-one.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
52's the mic.
On first down, here's Breida. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks very long because he's just going to...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, Marino. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Marino. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Marino, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. 50. Move.
From the gun on 3rd down is Marino. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo gives to Breida. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Check 55 to Mike. Go. Go!
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On second down now. It's Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And Marino's throw there incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Echo. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. It's been a long day for you. Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey. Say hi. 52. Mike.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. 2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter. 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Well, fellas, here we go. There's 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, get away.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal sheared. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike. Bravo. Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
That one is caught by Hunt, and he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Marino here from the gun. Now Marino coughs it up. He lost the football. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Final play of the half. It's Marino. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
That's our own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go,
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
11. Ringer, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
21. 951. Hey, alert! 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 Watch the block, motion, block. 61, matchbox lights. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Switch. 21. Here we go.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo is going to go for a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now it's Hunt. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Under 11, 2.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down.
52's the mic. You ain't got nothing.
They run with Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
Here we go.
creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 52. Watch the slant. Hey, seam 6. 12. 52 right here. 52. Guys, it's game.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
21. 52. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Hey, wahoo! Mike 52.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Garoppolo now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
52, Mike 52. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
They'll toss it to Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
51 the mic, boy, 51. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Now on second and 13. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 16 yards, a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a 49ers first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Hey, alert! 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 Go! Go! We ain't giving up nothing today. Go, Mike. 2! Hey, lock! 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 It's a party now. Hey, Foxtrot! Foxtrot! 15. Check that.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
21. 21. I got you, punk. Right here. Hey, exit. 51, Mike, 51. I know he ain't got it. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Here's Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Here's Marino. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Marino. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Breida. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now Gold for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Marino. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They go play action now. Marino. And it's caught by Parker. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Marino will throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Here we go again with Marino. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down, Dolphins.
Check, Mike. 50. Bravo. 54. Here we go, G. Ready?
From midfield now, Marino. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Set the tone, defense.
To throw is Marino. And this is Parker, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 36.
And the Dolphin first down.
Let's go now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got wide.
To throw again is Marino. And he fires one incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Marino sets up. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. A gain there of 30 big ones. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Hey, it's coming up. Hey, one, Omaha. All day, baby, all day. Hey, wahoo! 51 to Mike. Say hi.
This is Mostert. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw again on second down. Marino gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
70, Indy. Hey, box drop. 5.
Now Marino on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
One last shot for Marino. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a